Yo, what is going on, guys? J.Yumeko here, and today we're back with some more Find Love or Die Trying. So far I'm trying to gun for Violet, who is the wealthy, noble type gal. So yeah, this episode though, we should be going and choosing another girl to create some drama. Is how Kat put it. But yeah, without further ado, let's jump right on back into it. Continue. There we go. Load. Then you set the meet at around 300 degrees for 40 minutes. Okay. Got it. Tara furiously scribbled down notes. Wait a minute, can I just cook it for 600 degrees for 20 minutes? That's not quite how this works, I'm afraid. But the math checks out. What's going on? Oh, good morning, Yumeko. How do you do? I'm teaching Tara the proper way to prepare pot roast. So far I say it's going pretty well. Tara will be the one to prepare lunch today, instead of me. Tara turned one of the dials on the stove as far as it would go to the right. And the student has surpassed the master. On second thought, perhaps I'll prepare an alternative course. One moment, please. Oh, ye of little faith. Time for the moment of truth. Lunch is served. Tara was nervously clasping her hands tight. How is it? It's delicious. I did it. Oh my gosh. Tara did a little dance in celebration and gave Violet a high five. Should I become a food vlogger? I'm a cooking savant. This talent shouldn't be wasted. Psst. Hey, Violet. What is it, Yumeko? Is this what you cooked, or is it what Tara cooked? Violet smiled and winked at me. I don't know what you're talking about. She sipped on her soup contently. I couldn't help but smile back at her. Damn, this was the best meal I've ever had. Granted, my memory only goes back about 2 days, but still, counts for something. Oh, there you are, Yumeko. I've been looking for you. It's almost time to decide who your other soulmate candidate is. You remember what we discussed yesterday, right? How could I forget? It's not like I've ever forgotten anything important before. Except for, well, everything. Save the snark for whatever poor girl you end up seeing today. Ow, that stings. It'll be just between your two soulmate candidates from here on out, so choose wisely. Who's you again? Oh yeah, her. Well, wait, really? So if you don't get chosen, what are we supposed to do? Well, for starters, we're in a tropical paradise. Think of it as vacation. Soulmates aren't real anyway, so it's no big deal. They're not real? Oh boy. Yumeko, you might want to pick your second soulmate candidate quick. Wait a minute, Kat, will we be splitting up the group after today? Nope, don't worry. You'll still be able to hang out together, and who knows where that'll go. Phew, good to know my battle plans will still come in handy. I mean, friendship plans. Good to know I still get to see my new friends. Yes, sir. So, without further ado, Yumeko, who's the unlucky girl? I'd like to spend some time today with... Oh, okay. So, Yui... Oh yeah, so it just goes from right to left. You got Yui, Tara, Scarlet, and Allie. So basically you have... I want to know more about Yui, though, because she's, like, supposedly our... maybe like a childhood friend. At the very least, we knew each other in high school. So I kind of want to see what she's about. We're going to go with Yui. Yes, I made a bet with 4 you'd choose Yui today. Great choice, Yumeko. I knew I could count on you. All right. Let's get this show on the road. The forest to the north of the house was as serene as could be. With each step forward, I felt the soft earth give way beneath my feet, and the wind would caress my skin. green as far as the eye can see, and her, in a flowing white dress, standing in the middle of it all.
Hey there, Yumeko. What you doing all the way out there? What you doing all the way out here?
I was looking for you. I was looking for you, Yui. I was hoping we could spend some time together.
Then you consider me the luckiest girl in the whole world.
Yui had the cutest giggle, the kind that instantly put a smile on your face.
Well, you found me now. Care to join me for a walk?
I'd like that. We started to walk down the forest path together. I couldn't help but be fascinated by her hair, flowing like water in the wind.
I doubt you remember, but I'm from way out in the country. I grew up surrounded by animals, nature, you name it. It was just me and my grandma, my 2 little brothers, and the alpacas, and my bunnies, Bun and Bun Bun, and the chickens, and too many farm animals to count. To answer your question from earlier, nature takes me back home.
Do you still live there?
Yep, wouldn't have it any other way. Though I had moved to the city for a bit, way back when. You know, that's when I met you.
How'd we meet?
Well, you know, one thing I hated about the city is that everyone is in such a rush. People just walk by each other as if they're obstacles to get past instead of, well, people. I came to the city alone, didn't know left from right. And I got lost. I swear, every building looks the same.
You could say that again.
I tried to ask for directions to where I would live or where the school was, but no one would give me the time of day. Except for you.
I helped you?
Yeah, you didn't even know me, but you took the time to help me figure my way around. Gosh, I'd never been so embarrassed in my life.
Why were you embarrassed?
You know, shy. We found out later we went to the same high school, but we never talked too much after that.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
Oh, it's not your fault, Yumeko. I had to move back home pretty soon after anyway.
Well, I'm happy I'm getting a second chance to get to know you better, Yui.
I feel the same way, Yumeko. And you're just like how I remember. Well, actually, the whole trying to date 5 girls at the same... Well, actually, the whole trying to date 5 girls at a time thing came out of nowhere, but life was full of surprises, I guess. It shouldn't take long to remove them from the equation.
Sorry, what did you say? I couldn't hear you.
Just a little joke. I was just saying, I'm so happy to see you again. Here's to the future.
Ya be. We spent the rest of the day taking in the nature and making up for lost time. Apparently, I was always ended up in trouble back then. I guess not much has changed. Something about Yui made it so easy to open up. I found myself almost telling her the truth about the show several times. Even though I couldn't tell her the whole truth, I could tell her just enough of what was worrying me to make me feel at home and at ease.
Whatever's getting you down, I'm sure it'll all be okay.
No matter what. Oh, that was me. She just turned into a guy for a second.
No matter what, I'm on your side, Yumeko.
Okay, so we have maybe a bit of a yandere sort of dealio going on here. I was about to enter my room when I felt a familiar tap on my shoulder.
Hey there, Yumeko. Got a minute? I want to make Violet and Yui jealous, and it'd be good for ratings.
Sorry, what?
You're no fun. Anyway.
She opened the door to my room and walked inside. I followed suit. I followed suit.
I've got some good news.
I'm all ears.
Turns out my strategy worked. We've got enough ratings to avoid early canning. Don't get me wrong, people loved it when you and Violet were the main ship, but... Now, with Yui as some serious competition? Let's just say the online threads went from optimistic and united to downright murderous.
Well, I'm glad to hear I get to live another day.
For now, at least. But that'll change quickly if our viewers don't feel like your relationship with both of them are progressing.
Kat laughed and took a seat on my bed.
You know, I'm curious how you're feeling about Violet and Yui. Between those two, do you have a favorite?
Violet. I think I have a better connection with Violet right now. I don't really know as much as I'd like about Violet just yet, but I know more than anything that I just want to keep learning more about her.
I had a feeling you'd say that, and you're right to say that. Well, we'll see how things go with Violet. Something tells me you'll get a chance to hang out with her again tomorrow. Anyway, that's it for today. Keep it up, and who knows? You might just be the first one to make it out of here. Night, Yumeko.
Good night, Cat. She left my room, closing the door behind her. Guess it's time to turn in for the night. I see waves crash soundlessly against the shore and dissolve to nothing before they reach my feet. This must be my dream. She's next to me. I can't make out her face or even her voice, but I know it's her. The way the pale moonlight dances in her hair is so nostalgic.
You look like you've seen a ghost, Yumeko.
You. Somehow I can't see your face, nor hear your voice, but I know it's you. I'm fine. Don't worry about it. I hear my own voice speaking as if it were coming through an old cassette.
Are you thinking about what's going on out there right now?
$10, that it's better on this side. Out there, every day's a fight to stay alive. Here, at least there's food, shelter, a place to call home, and most importantly, high speed and unlimited internet. I reach for her hand and hold it tight. And people that love you.
I know, and I love you too. I know how lucky I am to be here, but I still want to see the other side.
Why? You wouldn't survive a day out there. Same goes for me.
Because it's real. It's real life. Where things happen that aren't planned by some producer. Where living isn't just following a script. I'd do anything just for a taste of it.
We've been over this.
I know. I'm just so tired of this. What the hell are we doing here, Yumeko?
I felt the same way she did. But there was nothing we could do. Not if we valued our lives. There's no escaping from here alive. We're living another day.
But what are we living for?
I sighed. You really want to see the other side that badly?
Yes.
I laughed. When she had that look in her eye, I knew there was no convincing her otherwise. Even if she had to go alone, she'd see it through. And I loved her for that. I guess you'll owe me $10 pretty soon. She laughed.
You won't be the judge of that.
Ooh, episode 3.
Take a chance.
In the morning, the girls and I decided to hang out in the garden outside of the house.
Oh wow, there's all kinds of flowers here that I've never seen before.
Really? You've never seen a tulip?
Grandma and I only grew hyacinths back home, so nope.
Not even on the internet? And I thought I had to get out more.
I can believe that. The only flowers I ever work with are Venus flytraps.
What do you do with those?
Well, we do a lot of experiments in the lab. Don't you ever find yourself thinking, wouldn't it be cool to make a Venus flytrap that could, like, walk and talk? Literally never. It's whatever. She ran away 2 years ago. Both my neighbors lost their pet cats the same day, too. I miss you, Fluffy. You sure they were lost? Tea's ready.
Thanks, Violet. I got a cup for everybody. The aroma from the tea really worked up my appetite.
I've prepared some treats for us as well. Please enjoy.
We spent the rest of the morning eating delicious treats and sipping on delicious tea, as we theorized what might have happened to Fluffy. Personally, my money's on the felines being the culprits. Every cat I've met has had a nasty surprise up their sleeve. I figured it's about time to talk with Cat about my next date, but I felt a tap on my back. Cat, is that... I turned around and the girl in front of me was as surprised as I was.
Cat? No, this is Allie.
Sorry, Allie. What's up? She looked to see if anyone else was around before she spoke.
Have you noticed anything weird lately?
What do you mean?
Something about this show gives me the creeps. I went out for a walk in the forest last night, because it's gorgeous and all. But after I got there,
I must have dozed off for a minute. Taking a nap in the forest at night? You're braver than most, Allie. Let me finish. When I woke up, I was back in my room on my bed. And I swear, I don't remember ever walking back. Huh. That sounds pretty crazy, if it really happened. You sure you didn't just have a weird dream? Now that you mention it, I tried Scarlett's cooking for fun last night. That was a big mistake. Maybe I'm just imagining things, but... Did you notice anything strange happen last night? I don't think so. It was just a regular night. I had a conversation with Kat in my room, but that was it. Damn, 5 girls a date wasn't enough, huh? Sorry, I couldn't help myself. Well, I guess I'll just be staying away from Scarlett's cooking and chalk it up to a weird-ass dream. Thanks for listening, Yumeko. It's my pleasure, Allie. See you later. She ran off just as fast as she had come initially. Someone's in a hurry. Hey, Kat, I was looking for you. Afternoon, Yumeko. Same here. I wanted to ask you, did your guys do anything last night to Allie? Not that I know of. Our staff leaves the cast alone at night. I guess there's nothing to worry about. Kat's been honest with me so far about everything. Right? Anyway, more importantly, it's time for phase 2. You've done pretty decently with setting up Violet and Yui as your soulmate candidates. People are eating it up. The romance? Whatever. More importantly, every time they're on screen, we get one hell of a ratings boost. From here on out, you'll only be going on dates with either one of them. That'll be your best bet to get out of here alive. That sound good to you? You almost make it sound like I have a choice. I'm glad we're on the same page as always, Yumeko. But enough with the pleasantries. Who's the unlucky girl today? I guess I'd like to spend today with Violet. Nice. I kind of had a feeling you would. I think Violet's somewhere near the mansion. Lead the way. Excuse me. I found Violet taking a walk outside the mansion. Hey, Violet, what's up? Hello there, Yumeko. I just thought I'd take a nice afternoon walk. This place truly does bring back memories of home. You lived on your own personal island? Nothing quite that burgoyes. Anyway, I got a surprise for you. Want to see? For me? I motioned for her to follow me into the mansion. I asked Kat to pull a few strings, and, well, we have everything we need to bake whatever we want now. Oh my. Violet looked at me with a childlike wonder in her eyes. Let's get right to it then, why don't we? She was practically shaking with excitement. Her smile and laughter was positively infectious. We decided to make a chocolate cake. It was her favorite flavor, and I don't remember mine. That said, I also don't remember a thing about how to make cakes, but with Violet, that wasn't a problem. She got me up to speed with a soft and steady hand, and before long, we had the cake in the oven, baking away. I wish it took longer to make. Seeing Violet do what she loved the most was a treat. When she pulled the cake out of the oven, she looked like a kid on Christmas Day. Now just for the finishing touches. A little more here, a little more there. She was in her own world, humming away as she danced around the cake, decorating it as she went along. I couldn't help but smile and watch her in adoration. She's pure happiness right now. I wish I could take this moment and just freeze it in time, for safekeeping. I can't wait to share this with the others. But first, Yumeko, would you mind testing it? You don't have to ask, believe me. I'm first in line to try it out. Thank you. I just am unsure if what I make is worth eating or not. Why's that? My family's caretaker, Lucine, was the one who taught me to bake. Besides my sister, Lucine was the only one who ever bothered to try what I made. Sometimes I worry they told me it's delicious just to make me feel better. I took a little off the top of her cake with my finger and licked it off. It's delicious, Violet. You better believe it. Would you want to help me a little longer? I'm having far too much fun to just stop now. I've just started making some cookies, and I find I quite enjoy your company and help, Yumeko. I'd love to. Let me know how I can help. Violet passed me a bowl full of cookie dough, then a tray.
All you need to do is make little cookie-shaped pieces out of this dough, then put them on the tray. Do try not to put any of them too close together on the tray, or it'll become some sort of mutant cookie in the oven.
Got it. No mutant cookies here. I ripped off a piece of dough from the bowl and rolled it into the size and shape of a cookie.
Perfect. You're a natural.
Thanks, Violet. Wow. In the time it took me to make one, Violet had made 6 perfect cookies. She moved with mechanical efficiency as she kneaded balls of dough into perfectly shaped cookies. Wow. I thought you were great before, but you're really incredible. How long have you been doing this?
Perhaps since I was about, say, 5. To this day, it remains the only thing I can best my sister at.
I finished making another cookie as Violet finished 3 more. She held up one of the cookies and raised it to her face.
You've gotten quite skilled at this, Yumeko. I just wanted to say again, thank you for arranging this. I'm on top of the world right now.
It was my pleasure, Violet. Gosh, she's adorable when she smiles. For a few seconds, we kept working on the cookies in amiable silence, our eyes locked on each other's. You said you had a sister?
Why, yes, indeed. Viola Valentine. First twins in the family. Oh, I'm out of room on my tray.
She flashed a devious smile in my direction, right before she lightly threw a dough ball at my face. What's with that cheeky... Before I could react, it splattered against and stuck to my face. She burst into childlike laughter.
Nice catch, Yumeko. Perhaps you might try using your hands next time?
Oh, it's on. I couldn't stop myself from smiling as I grabbed some ammo from my own cookie tray and threw them at her. She dodged them with ease and laughed.
It's quite humorous how an old caretaker managed to do what you're struggling to do now.
I interrupted her gloating with another dough ball throw. This time, it made a satisfying splat against her left... Why did I say it like that? Splat. A satisfying splat against her left cheek. Strike!
Oh, you are so going down.
Her smile turned devilish as she grabbed another dough ball. Oh shit. I have only a second before her next volley. We go on the offense. Wait. I don't think that's how the saying goes. Anyways, whatever, fuck it. A good defense is a good offense. Yeah, I think that's how it goes. Oh shit. Okay, I started reaching for another dough ball from the tray when a dough ball splattered against my forehead, sending me recoiling backwards. Ah! And then another landed right next to it. Ah! Mercy! And then another. I crumpled to the floor in defeat. Fuck.
I declare this my victory in absolute confidence.
She laughed as she pointed at all the dough on my face. I took the opportunity to interrupt her speech with another dough ball. It splattered right against her left cheek.
Oh, you're even more dead now.
Forget surviving this crazy TV show. I don't know if I'm surviving the next 5 minutes. It was like looking a tiger dead in the eye. Violet reloaded her ammo and was winding up for another throw. It was all I could do to reach for one more ball and scream in defiance.
Bring it on! Some say you can still hear my screams in that kitchen to this day.
We finished cleaning up after our impromptu food fight and brought the desserts that survived the Great War to the porch. Her smile and laughter were infectious.
Pardon me, but I guess we can rule out being a baseball player before you had... But I guess we can rule you out being a baseball player before you came to this island.
She put her hand tenderly against my face as she wiped off some remaining dough. We locked eyes yet again. Her eyes were practically magnetic.
Thanks for playing along, Yumeko. I suppose it's been too long since I've had that much fun. So, thank you for indulging my little whim.
It was a lot of fun for me too, Violet. Don't mention it. Besides, I think I got a few good hits in to make it worth it.
I'm more worried for you. It appears your amnesia's getting even worse.
Violet laughed as she picked off some more crumbs off from my face and licked them off her finger. Her eyes seemed to linger on mine.
I do hope we can spend some more time together soon. I quite liked this.
I like that, Violet. I had a lot of fun with you too. You're really full of surprises, you know?
Just wait and see. There's more where that came from.
We spent the rest of the day talking and eating little desserts together on the porch. Though Violet seemed quite distant when I first met her, I learned that the real Violet was nothing like that at all, and full of surprises. She could be unexpectedly shy one moment, and mischievous as a child another. One thing's for sure, being around her makes my heart skip a beat, and the time fly. Before I realized how much time had passed, it was already pitch black outside. I was about to turn in for the night when I heard a knock on my door. Hey, Kat, I thought you weren't going to come over tonight. Sorry about that. I got tied up in some things. Is everything okay? Good as always. Care to join me for a walk? Sure, sounds nice. Then away we go. We walked at a relaxed pace, with Kat slightly ahead, leading the way. So, how you feeling about day 3, Yumeko? You still feeling Violet? I still like Violet the most, baby. Violet is still the girl I like the most. If anything, getting to meet and know the other girls made me like her even more. Violet's an incredible woman in every way. Something about her just keeps pulling me in. I just can't get enough of that, you know? Aw, that's cute. Always a perfect answer for the cameras. Thank you very much. I guess we'll be giving Violet's fanbase some more things to go rapid over soon. You can say that again. Perfect. Well, I'm happy that you've at least got one girl you're interested in. But it helps you've got chemistry with both. Tomorrow you'll be going on a date with your other soulmate candidate instead. Let's milk this love triangle for all it's worth. Sound good to you? I'm noticing a pattern and making it sound like I have a choice when I really don't. None of us really have a choice nowadays, I'm afraid. Alright, I gotta get back to editing today's footage. You ready to head back to the mansion? Sounds good to me. We walked back in comfortable silence. Night. See you later, Kat. If we get caught trying to escape, there's no telling what would happen to us. It's a chance we have to take. I know, but we need to make sure we know what we're up against. We know the island better than anyone by now, Yumeko. We'll be fine. I'm not so sure. Damien's brought in that scientist for his latest experiment. All I've heard is that she's the one who built the prototype. The one Damien used to turn 6 into a vegetable. Not to mention the old test audiences too. Shit. I think they must have killed at least 100 people by now, and they still haven't perfected it. If we get caught, I get what you're trying to say. Are you still with me on this? It's not too late. You didn't even have to ask. Of course I'm with you. Who are you? Somehow I know you're close by, but every time I try to see your face, the dream ends. Oh my god! Alright. Let's go ahead and end it off there. Save. Boom. Return. Boom. Boom. Alrighty. Well, that's going to be it for the second episode of Find Love or Die Trying. I think that now that we're a little bit more into it, we're starting to see a couple more flaws in it. There were a couple of moments where I noticed that the dialogue kind of seemed to favor both answers. So kind of like no matter what answer you chose, you would have gotten this piece of dialogue sort of thing. But, you know, obviously it's a free game that, you know, was made with Unity. So I'm not exactly expecting a masterpiece or anything like that. But yeah, so we're moving on. We're progressing with Violet. And in the next episode, we're going to go once again on a date with Yui. And maybe we'll get some more yandere moments with her. Anyways, guys, that's going to be it for this time. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to press the like button. And tell me what you would like to see me play next in the comment section below. If you like this series or any other videos or series on my channel, then I highly recommend that you hit the subscribe button and turn on post notifications so you can be notified when a new one of those videos comes out. And that's going to be it from me this time, and I'll see you in the next one.
Don't rain on me.